Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you. Guys, in this week, we are going to see the analysis for Nifty as well as Bank Nifty for a week starting from 11th of December. So far, this week has been stunning, and if I can take you to my charts, the weekly candle looks just amazing. So in this particular week, we have seen a Nifty movement of almost 3.5%, 700 massive points in the first week of December, and for Bank Nifty that's almost 2,447, 2,500 point, 5.5% move in Bank Nifty. How many times you get such a euphoric weeks, right? So this euphoria is there, and along with this euphoria we have to look for what is happening on the WhatsApp group. So on a WhatsApp group, I am talking about the first part of the message suggests that Nifty range may be 20,200 to 21,000 and the Bank Nifty range may be 45,500 to 47,200. I typically calculate these ranges on the basis of open interest, and open interest is one such tool which tells us about where the money actually lies, right? It was a RBI policy day yesterday. With the bullish momentum waning, Nifty must give a close below 20,855 for some corrective move. Bank Nifty already showing signs of weakness. Hourly close for Nifty below 20,855 will initiate few short positions with stop loss of 20,855. We never got a close below 20,855, and always remember that the both indices should be moving in one direction, and that is when you will be able to create some positions for F&O trading. Otherwise it just keeps on consolidating and it just keep on draining your time value. So it becomes difficult for option buyers in such market because momentum is lacking. The second part of this note, this was shared in the morning. So it was shared in 8:34 a.m. yesterday morning, Friday. Yeah. RBI policy expectations is that the rates remain unchanged. I do not trade on the basis of outcome of an event. As a trader, one must be aware to not get into the volatility that comes with an event. So wait for the announcement and then we may get the setup or entry criteria for the next big trade. Okay, next leg of the trade. In the meantime, Sandeep's Reflex is again going 5% up. So he had caught up exactly at the bottom. There was only a 2% stop loss, and then he has got some amazing trade here. Okay, so on a weekly time frame, we can see that the Nifty has spent a lot of time in consolidation, and while this was happening, in the meantime, Bank Nifty during the same period, it actually retested the highs of pre-COVID market move, right? So these levels were retested. This is the pre-COVID high, and this is similar action was expected in Nifty, but Nifty showed a very stronger behavior in this particular phase. So now that it has broken out, the momentum has to be strong and it should keep on moving in an upwardly manner. So in these two indices, currently Nifty is a leading index, but Bank Nifty is not far behind and catching up, because both these indices right now are at an all-time high level. This all-time high level can also be termed as a area where there are no resistances. So sky is the limit. We can just go on, and most of the veteran traders call this phase as a blue zone because there is no resistances. So this is something going to be a very trending phase. We have to observe how it goes. That does not mean that we'll blindly go long. We'll look for a risk to reward ratio, and then and accordingly we are going to trade. Let's move quickly on to Nifty chart. So on a Nifty chart, as expected, the market has already gone and tested this level of 21,000 as explained in the last video. So 21,000, and next what we expect is that, let me change this to 21,100. This is very aggressive for me to post it at 21,100, but yes, it should be 20,100. So now the momentum this week has shown us a great momentum, so don't expect that momentum to just continue like that. It will give some kind of a pause, some kind of a consolidation before the next move. So we have to observe market on a day-to-day basis. So let's take one day at a time, observe this. Not great targets for this particular week, but because I feel that the market might consolidate around this particular zone, it might go and test this level of 21,100 or maybe 50 points above this. and that is what the expectation is. It might consolidate. If at all there is some kind of a retracement, some kind of a pullback, we might come back to 20,500 level is what my analysis is. Let's moving to Bank Nifty. On the Bank Nifty front, the range is already invalidated. As I had explained in last video, 47,000 is our resistance basis of open interest, but in this particular scenario we may see a 200-300 point move above this zone which already has been given, and next week we can expect this move to get extended up till 47,500. The lower part of the range remains just like that. Again, this is not going to be a very trending move as per best of my understanding, and we might see some kind of a retracement, so that retracement can be limited to 45,500, or initially it may not come to 45,500 directly, but at least expect it to come back to 46,500 odd level like how it did during this particular week. Again, this is a period where it should consolidate more, reach to 47,500 level, and that's it. Nothing much is expected in this particular week. The most important part, I would say, tip of this particular week is that whenever you see the week starting with a great momentum, whenever any week starts with a great momentum, then typically it is an observation that the week ends in that greater momentum. So there is no weaker kind of a closing of the week, and both the indices have closed at a greater higher levels. So that is the tip. Whenever a week starts with a great momentum, it typically ends with that momentum, with that euphoria is the tip of the day. That's it for this particular week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Have a great time.